And now we have the quiz time, because we always also start this year with a quiz. And here the C++ question. Fill in the gaps for structured binding index element, print index element. And we want to have the output 0A, 1B, 2C, 3D. What can I now add there? Shout it out.
Is it ranges and then enumerate? Views and enumerate.
Yeah, who was this? You have won. Congratulations. That's the exact answer. Since 23, and if you're not in the ranges now, which I could understand, but this might be one of the first things that you want to use, because it eliminates another index thing, which makes the code more safe. So, quiz time. Again, JetBrains license for a JetBrains product of your choice. And I came up with something here today. So we have this C interface, which is SQLite open a file, and you get the file name and the handle to the pointer where SQLite shall create its thing for you, and the close function. And we, of course, use our smart pointer. And this is what we do since C++11. Oops. So first we deal with the C interface stuff, and we need to call SQLite close even if the open fails, because maybe it does something. And then we can put it into the smart pointer, and here we have the nice coding. But what we actually want is this, C++ from the beginning. And we can actually do this if you know what A, B, C, D, E, F, G stands for. And so now my question is, what does it stand for? Who knows? Oh. Someone make a guess?
Exit.
Nah. No. Who wants a JetBrains license? Who wants a JetBrains license? Abid, you want one? You want one? Okay. Then come in the break to me. I disclose it, and I'm very disappointed. You need to become better. It's out pointer. So very, very useful for this dealing with the C interface. There are basically two of these, out pointer and in out pointer. I don't know what the use case for in out pointer is, maybe reallog. And they are new in C++23. So if you're not already on C++23, update your compiler flags and your compiler if you need it. Okay, and now we are ready on the quiz time. I hope this goes better than last time, so I have not one of the latest features, okay? So we have some C interface, and we can store some data to a slot, and we can 64-bit integers, and we can put them to somewhere, and we can also read them back. And sometimes you find code like this. Is this a good idea?
Sorry,
is this a good idea? It looks reasonable, huh?
Since no one is sure.
Sorry, please.
No. I think it's not a good idea, since you're not sure if it's a good idea.
Well, it is a quiz. I need to ask something.
Casting to int 64, is that the size?
Yeah, you can assume that they have the same size. We don't care about the size. Yeah, if you find such code in production, it's a bad idea, okay? This was not the quiz question. It's a bad idea because the compiler said, who would do this? And wouldn't care about this code, probably. But since people do it, they care about. But what you actually need to do is this memcopy stuff around. And this is actually not what we really want with modern C++. What we want is this simplification. And we can absolutely do this if you know what A, B, C, D, E, F, G stands for. And this is not a quiz question.
Bit cost.
Huh?
Bit cost.
Oh, you have, congratulations. Actually, you know it also, but you don't. You have already so many licenses, I know. So Björn has a new license. Awesome, that's the answer. Bitcast in C++20 include bit and bitcast. And like the last quiz. Look it up on YouTube. It shows how modern C++ shrinks down and simplifies the stuff dramatically. Okay, so yeah, quiz time. JetBrains quiz. Today I have something very simple. So which C++ version is required to use the following code? And I mean the contains, string contains.
23.
Yeah, you was the fastest. Congratulations, 23. Why did it take so long? I don't know. Probably nobody wrote the paper. And quiz time. Hopefully I will not forget brackets this time. Who has been at the last quiz, last time when I had not really C code on the slides? Yeah, nobody? Okay, hopefully I will have more answers in this. So, okay, this should not compile. And what should not compile is this line, okay? And the error is, of course, 1, because we should get an erroring warning, and then we should not compile. But there is another way where we can do this. Who can guess or tell me what another way is to make this line here not compile?
You can maybe delete the template overload.
Yeah. You can take all overloads away, and then the compiler will tell you, hey, I cannot do this. And with these numbers, it makes limited sense, but if you have strong types where you don't want to have explicit conversion operators. And this is, recently I thought, well, one of the other maybe wrong defaults we have to deal with, and because it's not very convenient to do this for all our functions, but maybe for some functions it's worth to do. And so I put it here as a reminder that this possibility exists, more or less. Okay, now quiz time. I hope you are all prepared. It's a JetBrains license. So, std array, awesome thing. I initialize it with 3 elements. I need to tell it the size. When I change it to 4 elements, I need to change the size. That's a little bit cumbersome, but actually I don't have to do it anymore, because I can use something, and I just provide the element, and it will give me an array of the right size. Now the question to you is, what is the sweet utility we can fill in here? Anyone take a guess? Take a guess. No. This would be too easy. Yeah. No, because array is the type, doesn't work. Okay, never mind, I tell you. So at least you all learn something. That's awesome. It's 2-array. Yeah. So one of the sweet utilities people forget that we have in the language, which makes everything much nicer. There are a lot of them. And you can use it in C++20. And if you're not already on C++20, please move on. Go to 23 directly. And now the awesome quiz time everybody was waiting. You were waiting for the quiz, right? Yay! Yeah, good. So, okay. We have an integer that comes from somewhere. We compare it with the size of a container. What's going to happen? We, of course, compile as it should be with 1, with everything, and the warnings are errors. What happens?
Compiler.
Compiler?
Yeah, compiler since
Compiler error,
there
yes.
is unsigned to signed comparison.
Exactly. There is a compiler error because you shouldn't compare these 2 values. Couldn't turn out well for you. And our compilers catch this, but this was not the quiz question. The quiz question is, oops. So, what can I put here to have a technically correct comparison without making... Yeah, you have won a JetBrains license. Gratis at them. Indeed, S-sites, one of these awesome small utilities we have in our standard library, and which I wrote, so use them. The usual quiz I have today. I have a little bit something different, what I usually don't know, don't do. But what does this program return? And if you can also explain why, then probably you could get 2 Jetbrains licenses. But can anyone tell me what this program does return? Does it return at all something?
I would say one.
Yeah. You need a Jetbrains license, I know. But this doesn't free you from your talk, okay, for next year. So we still expect the talk. Yeah, it's 1, and this is a const char, which is to a pointer, to a bool, to an integer at the end with the plus operator, and then it's returned, which is nothing I find very exciting, but we have some things in the language, and all the credits to this old blog post I found. So I copied this from there. Yeah, that's our language.